Hello everyone, this is Eva from Dreamcode Studios. One of the questions that I got asked a lot is how should I decide on ads budget? Of course, there is no magic number that could fit for every business. But there is a general framework that I personally follow to help my client to come up with a starting ad budget. Let's get right to the point. The first question that you want to ask yourself is how much are you willing to pay to acquire a customer? In other words, how much does a customer worth to you in a lifetime value? Advertising is super competitive. By the end of the day, all things equal, the business that can pay the most to acquire a customer wins. So you need to know this number internally. Think about how long does a customer stay with you on average? How much do they spend? Can you get a repeat business from it? Or can you get a referral from it? For my business, referral is huge. Once you know this number, then you can decide, okay, this campaign or this channel is worth the investment or not. Let's say if a customer is worth $3,000 to you in a lifetime value, then maybe you're okay to pay up to 30 or even 50% to acquire that customer. Once you figure out how much you're willing to pay to acquire a customer, the next question you want to ask yourself is, what is the goal for your campaign? What are you trying to achieve? Advertising is essentially paying the money to buy the data. So you want to make sure you know what you're buying for. All those advertising channels, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google, you name it, they have no mercy when it comes to take money away from us. So we want to make sure that we know how and where we're spending our money on. Are you trying to get a demo booking for your sales team right away? Or are you trying to drive a webinar sign up because webinar has been working very well for your company? Or do you want to test out 2 pieces of content because content marketing has been working very well for your business? Okay, now you know how much you're willing to pay to get a customer. What is the goal of your campaign? The next big question that you want to look at is what is the average conversion rate and cost per lead? I know these 2 numbers can vary a lot depending on which channel and which campaign you're running. But remember, at this stage, we're just looking at a starting ad budget, not the end point. If your company has run paid advertising before, this step is a bit easier. If not, I would suggest you to check out industry average benchmark. That's a great place to start with. The other thing you can do is use tools like Google Keyword Planner, SEMrush to figure out roughly how much you expect to pay per click and what is the expected click-through rate. So the next thing we wanted to figure out is how many leads do you want to get for your business? Of course, we all want to have as many leads as possible, but no matter which business you are in, you're always restricted by 2 things, the time and the resource. So think about these 2 factors and then come up with a conservative number to begin with. Roughly how many leads do you want to get for your sales team to support them? Now, we pretty much figured out all the base number that we can come up with a starting ad budget. I have a bonus tip for you. And this is the number that a lot of business often overlook. It requires a whole collateral behind to run a successful campaign. That include image, video, landing page where you want to drive the traffic from. So you wanted to think about how you wanted to approach all those collateral. Do you want to do it in-house because you already have an internal talent, or do you want to work with external service provider? If you do work with someone external, are they gonna work with you collectively, or do you still have to support them? All those costs are outside of your ads budget, but they're essential for running a successful campaign. So whenever you decide to invest in paid acquisition, make sure you have a set budget for all those creative collateral. That's it. This is a framework that I personally use to help my client come up with a starting ad budget. If you like this video, please subscribe or let me know what you think in the comment below. I produce video every other Thursday on content on lead generation, paid advertising, and analytics. I hope to see you next time. Have a great day.